It is Monday today, and I wanted to film a super realistic everything that I eat in a week for you. Plant-based, healthy, super easy. I am also currently 36 weeks pregnant, so it's gonna be maybe a little bit different than like my usual what I eat in a week video, but generally still the same, just like a little bit more quantity. Filming also from our new apartment that we just moved into maybe a month ago, 2 months ago now. Yeah, we love it here so much, and I'm just so excited to film here. The kitchen is so beautiful. Let's jump into it. I've been really enjoying some nice slow mornings on our beautiful balcony that overlooks so much nature. I usually like to go to the gym in the mornings, but it's so nice to have time for just a little bit of a snack and some journaling and hanging with our pets. Today I had some apple with nut butter. I love doing just a little piece of fruit or something before the gym, nothing too heavy. And of course I had to share just a little bit with Milo. For breakfast, I decided to have something savory, which usually I am a sweet person for breakfast, but we had this one-pan tofu scramble that we make literally every single week. My boyfriend made it for us this morning, and I decided to put it on one of these fresh buns that we got with a little bit of greens, and it was so filling, and after the gym, it just felt so good to have something big and hearty like this. Paired that with a cup of coffee with some soy milk, and it was so delicious. A little bit later, I had the leftover piece of this donut to finish off with my coffee. This was actually from a friend's birthday the other day, and I really needed to finish it. For lunch, I decided to make just a really super easy loaded cereal bowl because I was craving something sweet. I really love having either a sweet breakfast and a savory lunch, or a savory breakfast and a sweet lunch. And these loaded cereal bowls are so easy. You can just do whatever nuts and seeds you like. And then I like using soy milk for extra protein. For dinner today, we are going to do some loaded lentil potatoes. We had some leftover lentils from the other day, which I actually filmed in my recent What I Eat in a Day video. I'll link it down below for you, so go check that out after. But basically, we just sauteed up some extra mushrooms and onions, threw in the leftover lentils, which actually had some leftover baby potatoes in it as well. And then you just top that on your baked potato. I'm doing a sweet potato for myself and a regular potato for my boyfriend. Then you just top that with the lentil mixture and drizzle on some sauce. Again, this is leftover from the other day. It is basically just a creamy sunflower seed sauce, which is just blended up sunflower seeds with some lime juice, water, and different spices. Again, if you're interested in the exact recipe, I can link my What I Eat in a Day video here, so you can check that out after, which has all the details on it. For a little dessert later on, I had this leftover pumpkin spice cookie dough in my fridge that I made the other day for my autumn healthy desserts. Doesn't look so nice here, so here's the picture that it did look nice in. The next day, for my little pre-gym snack, I'm having a banana with some peanut butter. And I love that our gym is only a 3-minute walk away. It's so nice. It's in the same complex of our building, and I honestly love it so much. And I'm still feeling super healthy and really good during this pregnancy, so I'm really happy that I'm still able to work out. Of course, working out a little bit lighter, but it still feels so nice. Then after the gym, I was craving a nice big smoothie bowl. For those that are new to my channel, I live in Mexico, so it's always hot here and a smoothie bowl always hits the spot. So today I'm doing a base of berries with cauliflower, and the cauliflower just makes it extra creamy with some chocolate protein powder and soy milk. Then I'm just going to top that with my homemade granola, which again is so easy to make. It's literally just oats with your choice of sweetener like agave or maple syrup. And then you can either bake that in the oven for like about 40 minutes, or you can even toast it on your stove in a pan. For a little after breakfast sweet treat with my coffee, which lately I've been really craving, I had one of these leftover apple rings that again was from my recent healthy autumn recipes video, and I'm so addicted to these. They're so good. The recipe was by Upbeat and Killing It. So yeah, if you're interested in these, definitely go check out that video. Again, I'll link it down below for you. And then for lunch today, I'm going to do some leftover tofu scramble with the chorizo that we had in there. And again, adding some greens here on one of those nice fresh buns that we had the other day. I'm actually going to top it this time with that same leftover sauce from dinner last night, and it was so delicious. For dinner tonight, we actually got a few things from our friend's new store that he opened. He opened like a barbecue store. So he has this vegan Oaxaca cheese, which is from Mexico. It's very Mexican cheese. And then he also had these barbecue setas, or like barbecue mushrooms. So we're gonna do this on some quesadillas. And these mushrooms look incredible. They remind me of like a pulled pork texture. So we're basically just heating those up together on our little tortilla pan here. Of course, you can just use a regular pan. And then for something to drink, I actually didn't learn about this until moving to Mexico, but fruit water is such a thing here, and I feel like in Canada it doesn't exist. But all you do is just blend a little tiny bit of frozen fruit with mostly water and ice, and then you can add even like a splash of agave or maple syrup if you want it a little bit sweeter. And then you just blend it up and you have like this really nice fresh fruit beverage that's mostly water, and it's so healthy and so delicious. We did cantaloupe here today, but you could do like frozen pineapple or berries or banana, literally anything you want. Then we just assembled our quesadillas with a little bit of hot sauce, and these really hit the spot. They were so good. For a little dessert later, we had a couple pieces of this salted caramel Ritter Sport chocolate. It is honestly the best chocolate I've ever had, vegan or non-vegan. Ritter Sport, you are killing it. I am absolutely obsessed. If you haven't tried it yet, please go try it. The next morning for my little pre-breakfast snack, I'm doing some apples with tahini and cinnamon. And then for my regular breakfast, I wanted something just super quick and easy. So I'm making one of my high protein 5-minute cereal bowls. So basically you're just gonna do like a high protein milk, which is your milk of choice mixed with protein powder. And then again, do kind of a similar loaded cereal bowl with any nuts and seeds you want and whatever fruit you want. I'm doing pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, frozen berries. And then with my chocolate protein milk, And I think with everything, with the protein powder, milk, cereal, and all the seeds, it is over 40 grams of protein. Then for lunch today, I'm going to have some of that leftovers from our dinner on Monday. So again, just reheating the sweet potato with some of those lentils and that same sauce. And it's so good. This is one of my favorite go-to meals lately. It's so easy and so delicious, and you can keep the leftovers for so long. For dinner tonight, I wanted to make some homemade tomato soup because we had these frozen tomatoes I wanted to use up. And I also was craving a grilled cheese because we had that nice cheese from our friend. So you're just going to basically cut your tomatoes in halves or quarters, and then you can either put like onions, garlic, you can even add in carrots or sweet potato or really any other veggies you want. If you want it to be a tomato-based soup, of course, make sure you have more tomatoes than other veggies. Then just drizzle that with olive oil and salt and pepper and any other seasonings you like. Then you're just gonna bake that basically until it looks nice and roasted like this. Then I'm gonna wait for that to cool a bit before putting it all in my blender so that I can like squish the garlic out. And in the meantime, I'm going to make some tofu bacon to add to our grilled cheese sandwiches just for a little bit of protein. So I'm going to cut up this smoked tofu that we got the other day and just marinate that with a little bit of tamari, paprika, and garlic powder. Then you're just gonna shake that up, and if you have the time, you could let this soak for like 20 minutes or an hour or even overnight, but I didn't think it needed it, honestly, and we were getting hungry, so we just wanted to eat right away. Then I just put that in my air fryer for about 10 minutes on 300. Then, now that this is cooled, I'm going to add everything into my blender. If you have an immersion blender, you can skip this step and then just add it straight to a pot. So you're just gonna add all of that with some water and blend that until smooth. Then you're gonna pour it in a pot to keep it nice and hot. And this tofu bacon turned out so good. It was so crispy and so flavorful. This cheese is honestly one of the best vegan cheeses I've ever tasted. It reminds me of kind of like a fancy mozzarella. I don't know if you've ever had Oaxacan cheese from Mexico before, but it tastes honestly exactly like that. Then we're just going to assemble our sandwiches and grill them. And I ended up making 4 because I was really hungry and I thought I would definitely probably eat 2. Once those are nice and grilled, you can serve that with your nice hot tomato soup. It's such a combo. I don't know. Comment below if you love a grilled cheese with your tomato soup. I feel like they just go hand in hand. Maybe it's a Canadian thing, I'm not sure, but comment below if you also do the same. The next morning I had some apples with the tahini and cinnamon again. It was such a good little pre-snack yesterday. I was craving it again, and today I had it with a little bit of coffee. Then in about an hour I made a smoothie. So today I did a base of frozen cauliflower with banana and this salted caramel protein powder. Honestly, Vega protein powder is so good. They're a Canadian company, but you can buy it in the US as well. and you just find it's one of the best protein powders I've ever tried. I'll link it down below. I also love the mocha version. It's like a higher protein one as well, and they're all like my absolute favorites. They're so good. I ended up topping this smoothie and kind of making it into like a little loaded milkshake almost. I topped it with some different nuts and seeds and then a little bit of almond butter. For a little bit of a later lunch / early dinner, it was actually Halloween today, so I was planning to just eat a bunch of snacks later today, which I'll show you, so stay tuned. But so for lunch today, I wanted to make these BLTs using that same tofu bacon I made the other day. So I'm just cutting up the other half of it. And today I wanted to marinate it with something different. So I'm doing a little bit of miso paste with lime juice and water. And then again, just air frying that for about 10 minutes on 300. And they come out so crispy and so good. I also love this air fryer. I use it for everything. It does air frying, baking, toasting, warming, broiling. It's so good. I'll link it down below because again, it is holiday shopping season right now and everything is on sale. And it was actually a really good price. So yeah, definitely go snag yourself one if you are in need of a new air fryer. Then you're just going to make your BLTs. I ended up adding a few random things. I think I put olives on mine and yeah, some mustard, but BLT with whatever extra toppings you want. And then we're going to pair that with some of the leftover soup from the other day as well. Tonight, since it's Halloween and we wanted to eat a bunch of snacks and treats, I'm going to make these really easy, healthy date Snickers desserts. Normally I would do dates with peanut butter and chocolate, but we actually didn't have any chocolate, so I got a little bit creative. So I ended up adding in some peanuts on the inside, and then topping that and covering them with peanut butter. And then this is normally where I would either drizzle them with chocolate or dip them in chocolate, but I decided to add some nice coconut shreds instead. And then I actually did find one piece of chocolate that I ended up heating up for too long, so it kind of got a little bit burnt. So I drizzled that on top, and it honestly is giving me like kind of spooky vibes, so I think that was cool for today actually. But these are a great little treat to keep in your freezer and just have on hand when you want something nice and healthy and sweet. And then later tonight, we had a giant bowl of popcorn, a few different kinds of chips, some of those little date treats, and some vegan gummies, with again a nice big glass of fruit water. And we watched a scary movie, and it was the perfect night. Then the next day, I again was craving something nice and refreshing because it's so hot here. So I ended up making a banana cauliflower chocolate smoothie. And it was Friday today, and I really wanted to go to the pool because it was actually so nice out today. So I ended up putting that in my little to-go cup, and I made one of those like milkshake smoothies again. So I topped it with some fresh coconut and some other nuts and seeds. And then finally some fresh berries. Sorry, the camera would not focus here for the berries. And it was so good. I brought it down to the pool and just soaked up the sun for about an hour, having a nice, relaxing, slow morning here. Then when I got back, I had a cup of coffee with a couple of those date Snickers. For lunch, I ended up making a couple of tacos with some of that shredded cheese, topped it with some refried beans and some of those setas from the other day. Then I added on some fresh avocado and lime juice. And these really hit the spot. They were so good. Then for dinner, we actually had to go into town to get our car looked at. So we ended up stopping at one of my boyfriend's friends' restaurants that have these amazing vegan burgers. So we ended up getting these burgers for dinner. And then when we got home later, we had a little sweet treat, and it was the perfect end to the perfect week. Thank you so much for watching. If you're looking for more vegan food inspiration, I'll link my next What I Eat in a Day or Week videos here. Check them out now. We'll see you there.